If you're looking for solutions that will guarantee you can create fast-loading, great-looking HubSpot website yourself, you're in the right place. In this HubSpot CMS tutorial, I will guide you through the step-by-step process on how to start and launch website in the correct way. Whether you want to migrate your current website to the HubSpot or rebuild an outdated HubSpot website with a new one, the result, you will have a new HubSpot website that will align with your brand, and you will have loading speed scoring above 70 in the Google speed test. But first, let me explain what we will learn today. The problem is that we have numerous, low quality and broad resources on how to build HubSpot website. Implementing them does not guarantee any results. In this video, I will provide you with all free tools to get started. I will also show you a step-by-step process on how to implement them so you can do everything easily yourself.
First, in the preparation phase, I will help you to understand how to choose the right theme. Once we install the theme and create a child theme, I will provide you with all the tools that will help you with the project planning. For this video, I will use the Grow Big theme, but you can follow this tutorial with any other themes you decide to use. So in the second phase, I will explain how to start with a theme, and we will do website setup with a Grow Big theme. For users who don't have much experience in building, I will explain the basics of creating new pages and the right approach using theme modules. And I will clarify the difference between regular and the global content. If you are rebuilding your old HubSpot website, I will show you how to use the content staging tool for rebuilding pages with a new theme. Once we do this all, for users who want to build landing pages, I will show you how you can do that. And for users who want to build an entire website, we will create a 3-page small website using 3 different methods for creating pages. And we will also create a blog and set up all system pages. Once we're done with that, in the last phase of the tutorial, I will show you a simple, easy practice that you need to follow, optimize website for the fast loading speed. This will enable to achieve a score above 70 on the Google speed test. And after that, I will show you everything you need to know about how to launch website and setting the URL redirects. For advanced users, I will provide some information you need on how to customize the child theme if the project requires custom changes. Yeah, I know this is a lot of information, but if you have already chosen and maybe installed the theme, just skip some steps and go to the step you need to do.
Alright, let's choose the theme. I want to be honest with you, I'd like you to try the Grow Big theme. But with this tutorial, you can choose any theme you like. The only problem I see that some users really don't understand the real difference between paid and free themes and the values they get from each. For example, the Grow Big theme and this tutorial will guarantee that in the shortest period, in the easiest way, you can launch HubSpot website that will align with your brand. And this website will have loading speed score above 70 on a Google speed test. And you can try everything for free. So my question to you is, do any other, some paid or free themes offer the same solution? So make a wise decision. Choose the theme according to your value and needs. Right, now let's go to the HubSpot marketplace and install the Grow Big free theme for this tutorial.
The marketplace is full of different themes, so just don't get lost. In the search bar, I will type Grow Big free, and here is the Grow Big free theme that we're going to install. I navigate to install button. Now let's install it. We need to confirm that we agree with terms. Please make sure that you understand terms of using the Grow Big free theme. All right, let's install it. The theme is installed. We can close this window because we first need to install a child theme for this tutorial.
The Grow Big theme is installed, and our next step is to create a child theme for this theme. Many users ignore this step and put their project at risk.
Here's why it should be a requirement if you're rebuilding a website with a pre-made theme. Advantage number 1, parent theme updates. If you make any customization, a child theme allows you to apply updates to the parent theme without losing this customization. Advantage number 2, adding your custom function to the project. For instance, using a child theme allows you to add custom CSS, modules, and templates without modifying the parent theme files. Advantage number 3, overriding parent theme files. For example, if you want to modify the parent theme, you can clone this template to a child theme and customize this according to your needs. And advantage number 4, troubleshooting. For instance, if you suspect that function or template is not working as it should be, you can clone the file to the child theme and easily identify and fix the problem. Let's come back to the HubSpot portal. So to create a child theme, we need to navigate to the design manager. Next, find the theme for which we want to create a child theme. We need to open marketplace folder. Here we need to select LPD theme folder. Let's take the Grow Big free theme and I click to the create child theme here. You can name it anything you want. I will name it Grow Big free XYZ child theme. Now let's create it. I will close this pop-up window. Alright, and here's our Grow Big XYZ child theme that we just created. And now it's ready to be used in the project. We also need to clone system pages to the child theme if we want to use the Grow Big theme system pages across HubSpot portal. If you're unsure what system pages are, these are pages for the 404 error and an unsubscription page. So let's navigate to the parent theme. In the template folder, we need to clone system folder to our child theme. It's very easy to do. Here we just have to select our child theme here and we can clone the system page to our child theme. And now one more thing, we also need to clone our pre-made section that the theme offers. Utilizing this section will help us create new pages very easy and fast. So we need to clone section folder, similar how we cloned the system pages earlier. In the parent theme, we need to find section folder, this folder in the templates. Let's clone it. All right, and here we select our child theme. Okay, and our section will clone to the child theme. And the last thing, if you're considering using the same fonts as default Grow Big theme has, I'm speaking about these fonts on the home page. This is custom Lex and the Deca font. If you want to use this font on your website, we need to clone it also, and also similar way how we cloned the previous files. Let's navigate to the parent theme. We need to find fonts folder here, and here we will repeat the process the same way. Let's clone the fonts to our child theme. Okay, very well. And we have cloned all files we need for the project.
The theme is ready for creating a project, but before we start creating the project, let's briefly discuss planning it. I understand that many of you most likely will want to skip this step. You might want to jump into the template and start building pages directly. However, I feel I need to provide you with this information because many users don't understand the hidden value in planning, which will save you a lot of time in the future. I will provide you with 2 simple steps so as not to overwhelm you.
First, you need to create a structure for your website. Use any tools you have. It could be a notepad or a Miro board. Once you have a structure of new pages, you will have a clear full picture what pages are necessary and the full scope of the project. Secondly, I would ideally recommend you to create wireframe of all your primary pages. When you have wireframe of the pages, you will fully understand what content to create and how your page will help visitors to find the information they need when they're visiting the page. Now I will give you an idea how you can utilize the Grow Big Figma templates for wireframing. Right, and here are Figma templates. These are exactly the same templates you get with the Grow Big HubSpot theme, but just in Figma. You can find the URL of the Figma template below this video. Once you have copied the Figma, you can first customize all variables here. And secondly, you can plan and build all pages you need first with your content. In this video, I will not cover how to create pages in Figma and customize the design, but you get the point. If you have skills using the Figma, or maybe you want to learn how to use it, you can utilize this template for the project. First, you can easily plan and build your project using Figma templates, and then you can proceed to build a project with the Grow Big HubSpot theme.
A child theme is ready and we understand what we want to build after planning the project. So let's get started with creating project itself. In this video, I'm going to use the Grow Big theme. Before we start customizing the theme settings, I want to clarify how the Grow Big theme is different from other themes.
The primary difference from all other themes is that you can style entire theme instantly. Here's how it usually goes with the other premium themes. Once users install the theme, they need to go to the theme settings that allows them to upload some minimal settings like fonts and colors only. In the end, they only get templates styled with minimal styles, and if you want to build page with new models, you have to customize each module one by one. And for creating pages, you have to repeat the process every time. On the other hand, with the Grow Big theme, you can apply all branding with the theme settings and the website setup template easy to the entire theme. Once you do it, all your templates, section, and modules are completely styled with the branding. And you can build your pages already with the style templates, modules, which will help you to avoid wasting time. Alright, let's return to the HubSpot portal and I will show you how everything looks in practice. I'm going to create a new page. I will name it Website Setup. And then we will create a new page. We need to make sure that we have a Grow Big free XYZ child theme selected here. Let's select our child theme. I will change the theme. And in the list of the themes, we'll select the child theme we created earlier. Now let's select Website Setup template. This template will serve us as a guideline for setting up the theme. Let's navigate to the theme settings now. Right, and here are theme settings with the website setup template. Here we will brand the default theme with our branding. If you don't see website setup here, you can select it right here. One more thing, before starting to set our styles, I highly recommend creating some branding guidelines similar to this example. Alternatively, you can use the current website if you're happy with its branding styles. I will come back to the HubSpot portal. Now let's do website setup for our project. This website has a comprehensive documentation on what to do step by step. We just need to follow it. We can use this anchor link navigation to get to the place we need quickly. I will upload and set our logos now. Let's go to the quick start settings. I will navigate to the logo settings and I will replace the default primary logo. I will select this one. Let's do the same with our light logo. We need the light logo for the dark background sections. I will select this one for the light logo. Let's scroll down. Our logos are already here. Now we need to set up our branding colors. We have 3 primary colors at this stage. Let's select these colors in the theme settings. I will choose this green as a primary color and I will select this dark green for the secondary color and I will choose this dark brown for my tertiary color. Let's scroll down to see the result. Alright, we have set our primary colors. Now let's set up typography for our project. Let's navigate to the typography settings. For the body font, I will select Open Sans Regular. For the heading font, I will also select Open Sans but in bold. I will reduce the spacing between letters. And for the highlighted font, I will choose Open Sans but in the semi-bold. Let's see the result. Everything looks fine with typography. Now we need to update some background colors. All background colors look fine except this blue one. I will replace it with a light green for now. Let's navigate to the background colors. I will select this light green. Let's preview our background colors. The background colors look great. Let's scroll down. Now let's customize the styles of the button we need. Here are button settings. I will increase the radius and I also will change call to action button colors. I will replace button colors with this yellow one. Hover color I will replace with the same yellow. Border color also. And I will also use yellow for this border hover color. Let's preview our buttons. Everything looks fine. Let's scroll down. Now I want to change these colors. I will replace them all with a one color. Let's open module settings. Module settings, secondary color, and I will replace them all with this orange color. Color number 2, color number 3, color number 4, and color number 5. Let's preview how our model will look. Alright, they look great. I will scroll down for the next step. And here we have settings for icons. I will not touch them for now. Let's scroll down. We can also set our maximum width here in the website setup, but I will not do it. Let's scroll down. We can also customize our header and footer, but I will not do it for now. We can customize our vector elements across templates, but I will skip this step also. And the last step in the design section is the image. I will replace all placeholders with my preview images. Let's find setting for images, images, and let's replace a placeholder. Alright, I have replaced all placeholders and we have reached the end of this website setup. I believe it wasn't difficult, so it's time to preview a result. I will navigate to the left corner to the top view option and I will select homepage 1 to see the results we have after this setup. But first, let's hide this notification message. We need to navigate to the quick start settings. Then we can disable this notification. We just need to deactivate this toggle. The page looks great now. Let's scroll down. To show you the difference, let's compare the homepage we just styled with our default Grow Big theme homepage 1. First, I will open this page in a new tab. I will navigate to the preview and open it in a new window. Right, and here's our newly branded homepage 1. Let's scroll down. As you can see, the entire page is styled with our branding we just applied. Right, and now let me show you a default page. Here's the Grow Big default homepage 1. Let's scroll down and let's come back to our newly branded page again. I believe you can see the difference, a complete transformation with our branding styles. Now let's come back to the theme settings and I will show you a few other examples. In the view on, I will select homepage 2 and here's a homepage 2. Alright, and it's completely styled with our branding. No matter what template we choose now, the template will be completely styled with our branding.
Once we have set the theme settings, in our case I have made the website setup with a Grow Big theme, we can start building our pages. But before we do that, I want to clarify something for the beginners in the HubSpot CMS.
So what I have noticed that is many users are not utilizing some tools to their full potential. We can build pages not only with templates and models, but we can also use sections in a HubSpot. Inside the sections, there can be multiple modules, like on this example. Once we build this section, we can save them and reuse them for creating a new pages when we need to. Reusing this section will save enormous time if we're creating pages with repeatable layouts and models. So now let's create a new page and I will show you first how to use models. And after this, we create a section with the multiple modules and save it in case we need them. Now let's come back to the HubSpot portal and I will create a page. I will name it preview page. Let's create it. And here let's find homepage 1 template, right? Let's use this template for our page. Here's our template and let me first show you how to remove section and models. First, let's remove entire section with a model. We can easily do it using section settings with this button with the trash bin icon. Right, and now let's just remove the model. Right, once we remove only model, you can see that the section will stay. You can use this section or remove it separately. I will remove it for now. And if we navigate to the page editor navigation here, we can find all available models the theme offers with the default HubSpot portal models. If we want to use one of the models, we simply have to drag and drop onto the page between the section we want. Now let's navigate to the multimedia model. And in the content model settings, we can adjust our content settings, changing the content as needed. And if we navigate to the styles, there are style settings for the entire model. Here we have section settings to adjust background spacing and width over the model. And in the style model settings, we can adjust all style related aspects of the content itself, including font, styles, colors, and layouts of the model. Now for this example, let's create a section with the two models and save it so we can reuse them in the future if needed. You can also create a section with only one model. There is no specific limit for saving, but for this example, I will create a section with the two models. I will navigate to the theme models and I will use this column model. Right, here's our new section with the column model. Now I will clone this model and drag and drop the second model below the first one. If we navigate to the contents of this page, we can see that we have one section with two models. Now let me show you how we can save this section. We just have to navigate to the section settings here, and if we click on the arrow icon, we can save the section. Let's give it a name. I will name it test section, and I will also add the same description. Now let's save the section. Once the section is saved, we can reuse it across all pages on the HubSpot portal. So if we want to use this section, we just have to navigate to this plus icon between sections. And in the list of the section, we can now find our just saved section. And now we can just simply take this section and drag and drop it on the page where we need it.
Before we move ahead, I need to quickly clarify for the beginners what is a global content and how to edit and customize this. Experienced users can skip this step, but before jumping into the creating pages, beginners need clearly understand what is the difference between regular and the global content.
So what is a global content? It refers to the reusable content elements or modules that are shared across multiple pages or templates on a website. Take this example. We have two pages, home page and about page. These two pages have two global content sections, the website header and website footer. However, these two pages have different contents and different sections and modules. Once we apply changes to the website header or website footer and save these changes, the global content will be consistently updated across all templates on the website. Now let me show you how it works in practice. So here's our global content. Let me open the website header in the global content editor. Once we are in the global content editor, we now can customize our website header module. For our example, I will just hide this icon, search icon button. We can do this in navigation settings. All right, I will deactivate this toggle and I will apply the changes. And we don't have this search button anymore here. So after customizing the settings you need, we just have to publish the changes. Right, and I will save the changes. And now across all templates on a website, we don't have this search icon anymore. So global content is reusable content that are shared across multiple pages or templates on our website. I hope I gave you a clear explanation so you don't have any confusion anymore.
Now we need to discuss a very important step for the users who are redesigning their old HubSpot website. Many users make a huge mistake when rebuilding a website on a HubSpot. They simply create a new page for the existing pages, which leads to the loss of important information that the current page holds. This information includes history, analytics, tracking data, SEO settings such as metadata, and URL redirects. There is only one way to redesign a current HubSpot website, and that is to use the content staging tool. Now let's return to the HubSpot portal and I will show you how to use it.
Here's the website page, and let's pretend I want to rebuild this old page. Name of the page is preview page. And now let's navigate to the content staging. We're in the content staging and here's the page I want to rebuild. So if we want to start to build the page, we have to click on the stage button. And here we have three options. The stage blank option should be used in case where we want completely rebuild the page with another theme and template. The stage clone option should be used in case where we just want apply minor changes to existing page while preserving the original one. And stage detached clone option should be used if we want to create a new page using one of the already published pages. In our case, I'm rebuilding pages with a new theme and template, so I have to choose stage blank page option. Now we can select which template we want to use as a starting point. For this example, I will use the inner template and I will select this template here. So what do we do next? Now we can build and customize the page how we want in the same way you do it in the website pages on a HubSpot portal. After customizing and creating the page, we can publish to the staging phase. And one important thing I want to mention and remind you of, if we navigate to the general settings of the page, we will see all previous settings of the old page here. Just keep in mind, once we publish the page with a new template and new design, your old page will be replaced, but all settings of the page will remain as they were on the old page. All right, now I will click on the publish to staging. Okay, and the page has been published to the staging. And now I will return back to the list of the pages in the content staging. If we click on the stage proof tab, we will see the pages here. And once we're sure the page is done and ready to replace the old page, we have to navigate to the publish. And here we just select the page that we want to publish live. And we hit this magic button to replace our old page with a new one. Here we can add additional information to the log so you will remember what you did and your team will know in the future. Next, once we are ready, we have to review the summary and we can publish this task. All right, let's do it. Let's confirm it. And here's in the log, we can see that the task can be completed. Now I will come back to the website pages. Let's open the page we just built in the content staging. And here's the page we just created in the content staging. I want to address one important issue regarding why users often stop rebuilding pages in the content staging. I believe they are afraid that they will never able to access their old pages. But here's a solution how we can do this after replacing the page with a new one. If we navigate to the version history on the page, we can access the full history of the page. And if you believe you need access to your old page, you just select the old version of the page here, and you can access the content of the old version if you need. And secondly, if necessary, you can restore your old page. So if you need to rebuild all pages in a HubSpot, the content staging is the only right way to do it if you want to build the project efficiently.
Alright, now we know how to create pages and to use the content staging tool. Let's build landing page with a form in an easy and fast way. Before we do that, let me clarify one thing. Many users are still unsure about the difference between landing pages and website pages on the HubSpot portal.
You might be surprised my answer, but there is no difference whether you create your landing page in the website page section or landing page section on the HubSpot portal. This section I designed as a two separate lists of pages only for organizing your content. Usually we use landing pages for the marketing and promotional purpose mostly, and we use website pages primarily for our website. These two sections just exist to make our life more organized on the HubSpot portal. All right, let's create landing page with one of pre-made Grow Big theme template. I will click on a create. Let's select landing page. I will name it preview landing page, and let's create a page. Now let's select a template. I will choose this one and click on the select button. All right, and here is our template. What I want to do is simplify the page and add a form at the bottom of the page. I will remove this section. I will also remove this section with a border. I will remove this section and this one with the table. And we also don't need this one with a call to action. Now let's add a new module with a form between these sections. I will navigate to the modules, and here are all our modules. I will use this form 2 module. All right, let's take the module and use it for our page. Here is the form module. So the first thing what I'm going to do is to create a form. I will navigate to the module, form, and here we can select one of the pre-made form or create a new one. Let's create a new one. Okay. And let's go to the form editor to customize this. Now we have the form only with the email field. Let's add first name. I will also add the last name. And below the email address, I will add a field for the message. Okay. And now let's update the form. Let's scroll down. Perfect. And here's our form at the bottom of the page. Now I will customize the form and make it look better on this page. First, I will reduce the width of the module. We can do it in the styles of the module. I will select 2/3 of the maximum width. I will also slightly reduce the top padding. All right, and let's apply all changes. Everything looks fine except the button. I will center align it. We can do it in the module styles. I will select form here, and let's change the alignment to the center and apply all changes one more time. Perfect. Here's the form. Let's scroll up, and I will also remove this call to action button. To remove the button, I will remove entire column here, and let's center align the logo. In the style settings, we just need to change alignment to the center. Perfect. Now we can preview the page in a new tab. Let's see it in a new tab. The page looks nice and well balanced. So this is how we build landing pages on a HubSpot. Now let's go back to the page editor and publish the page. But before we publish the page, we have to set some general settings. A page title is required to publish the page, and I will use simple one, preview landing page. And now we can close this page settings and publish the page. So here's our landing page. I believe it wasn't difficult to create it. And you can build just as easy the same way with the Grow Big theme.
Alright, it is time now to create a 3-page website, but before we dive into the building website, let me clarify 3 different approaches you can choose for building a project. So you will have a full picture and clarity which process of creation is best for you.
The problem is that most users creating pages by only utilizing pre-made templates, adding just 1 or 2 additional modules to the page, like on this example. However, when they want to build some more complex pages, pages that with only modules they want, pages that the theme templates don't offer, and utilize different modules, the process of building these pages became very time consuming. It takes a lot of time to complete it simply because we have to customize each module one by one. In fact, we can use 3 different methods for creating HubSpot pages. I'm not saying that one is better than other. In different circumstances, all 3 of them have advantages and disadvantages. So method number 1 is a process where we take the pre-made templates and just add modules and sections we need or remove unnecessary parts. Method number 2 is a case where we want to create pages with different sections from different templates. The HubSpot portal allows us to save all sections we want, and when we do it, we can create a new pages from those saved sections. And method number 3, not all, but themes like a Grow Big theme already offer pre-made sections that can be used for the creating new pages. So you have 3 primary approaches for creating pages. While I'm showing you how to build 3-page website, I will also show you these 3 different methods so you can decide which one is best for you. Alright, I have already created this simple sitemap for our tutorial project. It will include home page, about page, and service page. Now let me open the design of these pages. And here's the design and wireframe of these pages I have already created in the Figma design. If you have a missed project planning step, I highly suggest watching this step on how I recommend a simple way to plan the project. Right now, let's return to the HubSpot portal and I will create a page. I name it home page. Let's create it. As I'm creating page only with a pre-made section, there is no difference what template we choose now. I'm going to use the inner template. Let's select a template. Let's take a look at our design of the home page. So the first module is a multimedia, a similar module we have in the save sections. Let's come back to the HubSpot portal. I will navigate to the theme modules, and here we navigate to the save sections. Let's find it. And here's the module we need. I will drag and drop it to our page. Here's the section with the multimedia module. All right, now let's return to our design. We need to add this module and these 2. Let's come back to the portal and let's find them. We need to find display module. Here's the module we need. I will add it to our page. And I also need to add 2 more multimedia modules after this one. Let's find them. Here it is. I will add this multimedia module to our page. And I will duplicate this module. Here's our second module and I will make it with the image on the left. For this, we need to navigate to the module style settings, module, right? And in the content layouts, we can change so that the image will be on the left side. And here are 2 multimedia we just added. Let's return to the Figma design. And now we need to find these 2 modules, logo and testimonial. Let's come back to the portal again. All right, and let's find logo section first. We need to find the logos in our pre-made sections. Here it is. I will drag and drop it to our page. Now let's find testimonial module. All right, we need this one. I will drag and drop it to the page also. Here's our testimonial module. And now let's return back to the design of the page again. We also need to find these 2 last modules on our page. Let's return back to the portal and we'll find the showcase module first. This one, let's add to our page. And the last one, the call to action module, let's find it. Here it is. Let's add it to our page. Perfect. And now we can remove this section as we don't need it. So we have built our page with a save section. But there are a few custom changes we need to apply to the page so it will look similar to what we have on our Figma design page. Let's scroll up. So first we need to change this SVG vector. Let's do it in the model styles. Here we need to navigate to the section. And in the SVG border, we will replace variant 3 with variant 9. Let's scroll down and let's make this multimedia model background light green color. We can do it in the style settings. In the style settings, let's navigate to the section and let's select this color. I will choose this light green one. Let's scroll down and here is a logo section with a SVG border. We don't need this border. Let's remove it completely. In the model styles, I will navigate to the section, click on SVG border. Let's deactivate bottom border here and let's apply changes. Now I'm going to remove one of these testimonials as our design has only one testimonial. In the content model settings, we just need to remove this one item. Let's scroll down and the last thing we need to do is to change background of the call to action model and to change style of the SVG background. In the style section of the model, we need to find SVG background. I will choose this background color, this light green one, and in SVG background, I will change this SVG vector. I will replace the variant 1 top with a variant 9 top. Perfect. And let's preview the page. I will navigate to the preview and open the page in a new tab. The page looks great and it looks absolutely similar to the website design we built. Let's scroll down to see the entire page. Now let's go and publish the page. Before we publish the page, we need to set page settings. Let's navigate to this general settings. We need to create a page title. I will simply name homepage. Our Slack is a homepage because we named the page that way earlier. Usually the homepage doesn't have any Slack, so I will remove it completely. Now let's publish the page. One important thing I need to mention is that as I'm recording this video, the portal has some technical issues with the save sections when you add them to the page. If we navigate to the publish button, you might see a similar problem here. To solve the problem, we just need to navigate to the model settings where the issue has appeared. And to solve the problem, we just need to disable and enable the toggle, and the issue will be resolved. So after solving this problem, we can publish the page. So let's publish the page, and the page has been published. Very well, and let's come back to all website pages. All right, we have built our first page, the home page. Now let's go back to the Figma design and look at the other pages we need to build. And now we need to create our second page, the service page, using the second method. In the second method, we create the page with a different content section from the different templates. For this, first we need to identify the templates we need for creating pages. We will use this template to save section we need. I know that for the page header on our service page, we will need service 3 template. For those two models, we will need service 5 template. And for pricing and accordion model, we need service 2 template. Let's go back to portal to find and save the section we need. All right, I will create a new page. I name it service 5, create page. In the list of the templates, we need to find service 5 template. Let's create a page with a template. Right, and here's our service 5 template. Here we need these two sections. Let's save them. I will navigate to the section settings and save the section. I will name it section 1 and I will add the same description. Let's click to save. The section was successfully saved. Let's do the same with this section, the second one. Let's save this section. I will name it section 2. You can give any name you like, and I will save the section. All right, let's return to the website pages. Next, we will create the service 2 page to save our accordion and pricing section we need for our page. I will name the page service 2, create the page. Let's find template we need. Here we need to choose our service 2 template. Here's our template and let's save the two sections we need. Let's scroll down. We need this one, the pricing module. Let's save it. I will give it a name, section 3, and I will add the same description. And now we can save the section. Let's scroll down more. And now we need this accordion module. Let's do it. I will name it section 2 and I will add the same description. Perfect. We have saved 4 sections we need. Now let's return to website pages and build our final version of the service page. All right, let's create a final service page. I will create a page and name it service. All right, let's create a page. Now let's select a template. We need to select the service 3 template because we need the page header from this template. All right, for the page, we need only this page header. So let's remove all other sections for now. This one, I will remove this one, and this one. Right, now we only have the page header. Now let's build the page with our saved sections. I will navigate to our page editor, and from here, let's add 4 sections we saved earlier. All right, and here's our first section. I will drag and drop onto the page. And here's our second section. Let's drag and drop it on the page also. And here's our third section. Let's drop it on the page. And here's our last one. All right, I have added all previously saved sections. One more thing we need to do for this page. Let's add a background to this section. We'll make it light green so the page will look more balanced. I will navigate to the module styles, then section, and here let's select background color. Right, now let's preview the page. I will open the page in a new tab. Very well, the page looks exactly like in the Figma design. Now let me show you the last one, the most popular method I believe people use for creating pages on a HubSpot. The method is the simplest one, where we just choose the template we like and make some minor changes like adding additional modules or remove unnecessary parts of the page. Let's come back to the website pages, right? And I will create a new page. I will name it About Us. Let's create it. For this page, I will choose About One template. Let's select it, right? And here's our page. So what I'm going to do with this page, first, I will remove this module. We don't need it. Let's scroll down, and I don't need this testimonial module here. I will replace it with the timeline module. Right, let's remove this section. And now I can add a new module between the sections. I will use timeline module. Let's find it. Here's the timeline module, and let's drop it between these 2 sections. Perfect, and here's our module. Now let's customize this model a little bit. First, I'm going to change content of the header. I will remove bottom text completely. And let's change the content of the middle text. I will replace this title with a brief history text. All right, and let's also customize the top text. I will replace it just with a history text. Now let's customize the model content itself. Let's go to the model. Here are items of the model. If we click on one of the items here, we can customize the content. I will change the label to the 2018 and the heading to the IT service was founded. Now let's go to another item. Here I will replace the label text with a 2018 also. And the heading I will replace with something like a IT service beta released. All right, now let's navigate to the third item of this module. And here I will replace label with a 2019. And the header I will replace with something like a out of beta text. Perfect. And if we want to add more items, we can do it here by this button, or we can return to the previous step. We can clone any item if we want here. All right, and now let's also add a few additional styles to this model. I will add background to this model. Let's go to the style sections, background color, and here I will add this light green background color. And I believe our page is ready. And now let's preview it in a new tab. I will click on the preview button. Let's open it. Perfect, and here's the page. So this was our first method where we're utilizing only pre-made templates, slightly customizing the page with a model and removing unnecessary parts. So I have shown you those 3 methods. Which method you choose will depend on your project type and your preference, but now you're fully equipped and know 3 different approaches you can choose from to create a fast and easy way. So method number 1, we take pre-made templates and simply add additional modules and sections we need or remove unnecessary parts. Method number 2 involves creating a page with different saved sections from various templates that theme offers us. And method number 3 is when we build page using pre-made sections that the theme offers.
Alright, we have built our 3-page website. Let's create a new HubSpot blog for our website and publish a blog post. For users who are revamping their old website with a new theme, I will guide you through the step-by-step process on how to replace blog listing and post templates and how to rebuild your blog listing page with a new theme.
Alright, we are in our HubSpot portal, and now let's go to the portal settings, and here we need to navigate to the content, and here are our settings for the blog. This is our blog post setup page. If you want to import your existing non-HubSpot blog to the HubSpot portal, follow these steps. HubSpot provides very comprehensive documentation on how to do this. In this video, I will create a new blog post. Alright, and I will click on create a new blog post. I will name it blog. Select your language here. Add the meta description you want. I will use just blog for the meta description as well. Now let's create it. Alright, the blog post has been created, and HubSpot offers us to create a new blog post already here. I will not do it now. Let's go to the blog post settings and double check that HubSpot created a blog post with the theme we needed. Let's return to the blog settings. I will navigate to the portal settings, and here's our blog. Now let's navigate to the template tab. Now we need to double check that the blog listing and blog post have a child theme we previously created. To know what theme we use for the blog post, we can navigate to this info icon. It will show us whether we use a child theme or our primary theme. Our blog post has a child theme, but if you see the primary parent theme here, navigate to this action button, and here we have to select change template. Once we do that, we will have a choice to select the theme. We select our child theme. And in this step, we select blog listing template. Let's confirm that we want to use it. Alright, for the blog listing template, we do it in a similar way. Navigate to the action button. Here we choose change the template. Once we're on this page, we need to scroll down and click on the use different template. And here we need to make sure that we use the right theme. If it is not a child theme, replace the theme with your child theme. You can do it right here. Let's activate our child theme. Once we do that, select blog listing of the child theme. All we need to do here is just to confirm. Alright, and now we're sure that we're using correct template for the blog listing and the blog post. Let's exit from here for now and create a new blog post. Alright, I will navigate to our HubSpot blog post, and now let's create a new blog post. Here we just need to confirm that we're using the correct blog. Right, and here's our blog post. First, let's make a title for this blog post. I will name it, this is my first HubSpot blog post. Let's scroll down. If we click on this section, here we can add the content we want. Here are all tools for the formatting our content. You can add images and embed your content, but you also can use some models here. For example, the Grow Big theme offers these models to use with a blog post. Let's take this bullet and drag and drop it into the post editor. Once you have done that, you can customize this model in the regular way. Here are settings of this model. So if you want to add featured image to the blog post, we need to navigate to the settings, then featured image. And here we can upload any image we need. I will add an image from my library. I will select this one. Once we're ready, we can close this pop-up window. And here's our featured image. Here are a few important things I want to mention related to the Grow Big theme. This blog post is built with static models that also have options. If we navigate to the contents of this post, here we can find blog post body. The blog post body model has a model and responsive settings. In the model settings, we have many options for share and author section, and in the header we can change layouts of the header. For example, if you want to have a blog without an image, just with a centered title, you can do it by choosing here variant 2 header type, and after refreshing the page, you will have only the title. Here's our new header. Okay, all right, let's assume we have built our blog post and let's publish it. But before we do that, we need to add a meta description and set author of this blog post. For this, let's navigate to the blog settings. Let's scroll down here and we need to select author of the blog post. If you don't have author yet, let's create one. In the public and internal name field, I will use my name and let's create an author. If you want to use tag for your blog post, we can add them here. Let's add a new tag. I will add the HubSpot website tag. Let's select it in our tags. Let's scroll down and also we need to add meta description. I will add the meta description here. Now we can publish our blog post. Let's close this pop-up and I publish our blog post. The post has been published and now we can preview it. And here's our blog post. And here's the tag we just created. And let's go to our primary blog listing page and see how it looks. I will remove the slack of this blog post and open the blog listing page. And here's our blog listing page and it looks nice and clean. If you're a user who rebuilds an old HubSpot website and needs to update your old blog post with a new theme, here are steps you should follow. All right, let's assume this is your old blog post. It looks like this. This blog has only 3 blog posts and you want to update it with a new theme. So let's return to the portal and I will show you how we do that. Let's go to the primary portal settings, then content and blog. Here we need to navigate to the templates tab. First we have to change the template. I will click on the action button and here we can change the template. On this page we have to choose our child theme we created earlier and I'll select blog post template. Now we can confirm that we want to use this template for our blog post. All right, we have updated our blog post template and now let's save all changes. Next, we have to update our primary blog listing page. I will navigate to the actions and here we have to choose change template. In this pop-up window, let's scroll down and let's use this button to change our template. Here first we have to change the theme. I will activate our previously created Grow Big Child theme. And here we have to select this blog listing template. And now let's confirm that we want to use this template. Here's our blog updated with Grow Big blog listing template. All right, and here's a problem that many users are facing when they're replacing their old templates with a new one. As you can see, we have a Grow Big Child theme header, but all modules are still from the previous theme. So what we're going to do is to remove all section of the previous theme. We can do it in the contents of the page. I will remove this section, this one also, and this last one. Now our page doesn't have any section, and now we have to build our page from the beginning, adding blog listing modules. Let's navigate to the list of the modules the theme offer, right? And we need to take these 2 modules to build Grow Big listing template. Most likely, if you use another theme, you will see other theme modules here. I will drag and drop the first module. Here is the blog listing module, and let's also add it to our page. Very well, and the page looks great. And here are 3 other blog posts from our previous blog. And now let's speak about another issue. At the time I'm recording this video, the HubSpot portal has some technical issues related to the global content and replacing old blog listing templates with a new one. You might also have this issue. Let me show you how to fix it. If you see some weird looking footer or you don't have footer at all, navigate to the contents of the page, click on the website footer. We need to confirm that we want to open the global content editor. And once we're on this page, you will not have a footer here. Now we need to navigate to the contents and here navigate to the Grow Big website footer module. Then in the module settings, navigate to the module and just disable and enable the content toggle or change any content of the module. Once you do that, scroll down and update the page by clicking on this button. When we do that, the footer will appear. Now just update your global website footer here, and let's confirm that we want to publish. And in the final step, all we have to do is update the page to save all changes.
Alright, we are fully equipped to create a website with a child theme. However, in the final step of creation a project before we launch, we need to set up our system pages. This includes pages for errors, password prompt, and the search page. The issue arises with the system pages when users use a child theme to create the project. They don't have option to select system pages in their portal settings. So if you don't have system pages for your child theme in your HubSpot portal settings, please watch the previous key moment of this video where I explain on how to clone system pages into your child theme. Now let's go to the portal settings and we will activate our system pages.
Alright, we are on our HubSpot portal, and let's navigate to the settings of the portal. Let's scroll down, and here we need to navigate to the page under the content section. Once we're here, let's go to the system pages, and all we have to do here is just to activate our system pages. I will use Grow Big 404 error child theme template here, and here we need to choose Grow Big 500 error child theme. Let's scroll down. And here we choose the Grow Big Password Prompt Child Theme template. And here we also need to select a child theme for the search page. Once we're done with that, we need to save all changes. And we are done with everything we need for our system pages.
And the final step before proceeding with the launch website, let's find out how to optimize website so it will score about 70 in a Google speed test. There are so many gurus and misleading services that will promise you fast loading speed for the website. Believe me or not, you only need 2 components for the fast loading website. Alright, if you will follow this simple guideline with the Grow Big theme for optimizing a website for speed, I guarantee you will have website loading speed about 70 score in a Google speed test.
So the first thing you need is the right foundation. In our case, HubSpot theme. If your theme is not designed and developed for the quick loading speed, you will never able to improve your speed regardless any additional tools you use. If someone promises to optimize slow loading website with some additional technical fixes, they are most likely misleading you. Simply put, the project must be developed from the beginning to be optimized for speed. And the second thing is that you will always need to optimize your content, images, video using tools specifically designed for that purpose. If you think you can upload content directly from the Canva or Photoshop to your website and expect HubSpot portal optimize it, you're mistaken. That will never happen. You must to invest time in optimizing content if you want project flow quickly. When I'm talking about speed, I'm referring to these results. The website's loading speed on a mobile device is scoring above 70 in the Google speed test. Luckily, for the Grow Big theme users, I have created a simple guideline. If you use Grow Big theme and following these simple steps in this guideline, I can guarantee that your website will achieve score above 70 in a Google speed test. Let me show you all these steps. In introduction, there is a general information about what you should and should not do. The most crucial point here is if you want fast loading speed, you need to implement all steps I described in the guideline. And you should test the final results with a branded domain on a HubSpot, not a system HubSpot domain. This is because pages load slower on a HubSpot system domains. Alright, let's start with video. Here's a clear explanation what tools you can use and how to optimize settings for your background video. And please use only HubSpot modules to display your video, because embedded video like a YouTube will negatively impact your loading speed. And here's information for images. I recommend to use these free software tools like a Squash app and TinyPNG for optimizing images. Optimizing images will take time, but if you want increased speed, you will have to do it. And here's recommendation for image dimensions, and here's information on how to use form on the page. Use one form per page and place in the middle or at the end of the page. And here's a simple rule for embedded content. Use embedded content only that provides lazy loading option. For example, the regular Google Map has this option. Another crucial point is the chat on your website. You should only use the chat launcher button on your mobile devices. If chat expands on mobile devices, it negatively impacts the Google speed test. Also set timeout of 5 seconds or more when the chat should appear to visitors when they land on your website. Luckily, the HubSpot chat offers all options we need. So let me show you how we can set up all the settings. First, we need to navigate to the chat flow. If you still don't have a chat, create a new one. It's very easy. Once you create a chat, we need to navigate to the display settings. Let's go to the chat display behavior. And here we need to set 5 seconds, which means the chat will load after 5 seconds. Now we need to navigate to the mobile tab. And here we need to set that only the chat launcher button will appear on mobile devices. Now let's save all settings, and all is set for the chat flow if you use the default HubSpot chat. Let's come back to our guidelines on how to optimize for speed. And here is the last point, my recommendation for third-party JavaScript. You have to set your third-party JavaScript integration in the final step of the project. In this case, you will be able to easily identify which elements negatively impact the loading speed and which one you need to fix or replace. And if you use some certain JavaScript integration only for one page, don't set the JavaScript for your entire website. Install it for that specific page only.
But now let's talk about how to launch a website and how to set all URL redirects on a HubSpot. There is still confusion among some users, so let's go to the portal settings and I will explain how to set all settings step by step.
Alright, I will navigate to the portal settings. Let's scroll down, and here we need to go to the domain and URLs. Most likely, if you're an existing HubSpot user, you already have your assigned domain here. If you're not, you can do it very easy here. HubSpot has a very easy step-by-step process. But if you didn't use the portal for the website, blog, or landing pages, we need to ensure that the domain is connected to these types of content. Let's navigate to the primary domain. And here we have to connect the domain with more content types. Here we just have to select website, blog, landing pages. Once we do that, let's confirm our changes. Now we can use domain we have with the website pages, blog, and landing pages. Now let's come back to the website pages. And you can see that all our published pages already have our primary domain here. The HubSpot system domain was replaced with our primary domain, but if you still have here system domain, you can change it in two different ways. And now let me show you how. So variant number one is to select pages you want to be with the primary domain. Once you do that, you can update your domain right here. Just choose the domain you want and update your changes here. Let's close this window, and the second variant is to update the domain for the specific page. We just have to go to the page editor. Let's open the page, navigate to the general settings. Once we're here, next to the page URL, click on this pencil icon. And now we have an option to change the domain of the page. Alright, and now we can close this pop-up window and update the page. And this way, we update the domain on the page. Right, now I will exit from this page editor. So once you change the domain and publish your pages, the website will go live. Now let's talk about how to set URL redirects. If you're rebuilding your old HubSpot website, you don't need to worry about that because all is set on your HubSpot portal. But if you migrate your WordPress website and you want to have minimal impact on SEO ranking, so you have to set URL redirects manually on a HubSpot portal. So let's go to the portal settings again, and here we need to navigate to the domain and URLs. Once we do that, let's navigate to this URL redirects tab, and here we have to set all URL redirects. But before we do that, let me clarify which URLs we have to set here. Let me to explain everything on this mirror board. So in the first step, we need to have a sitemap of our new website. This will help us create a list of all pages that needs to be set for the redirect. So we have to create the list of URLs from our old website that match our new website. Once we do that, create another list of all pages that you will exclude from your project. Simply put, these are pages that you will not rebuild on your HubSpot portal. Alright, and when we have two lists of pages, we need to set URL redirects. For pages that will be included in our new project, we have two variants. If we build a new page on a HubSpot with the same URL, the same slug the old page had, we don't need to set any redirects for this page. But if you change the URL slug, as in this example, we change the slug from my service to services, you have to set URL redirects for this page. Now let me show you how we can do that. Let's return to the HubSpot portal, and here we just need to add URL redirect. In the original URL field, you have to set your old page URL, in our case the URL with my services Slack, and in the redirect URL field, an URL of our new page we built on a HubSpot portal. Once we do that, just confirm that we want to add this URL redirect. And here's our URL redirect we just added. Now let me clarify what we do with pages we don't plan to rebuild for our new project. I mean the pages that will be excluded from our new website. So for the entire list of these pages that will be excluded, we have to set the redirect. But the question is, where do we redirect these pages? If your old website is small, I really recommend not to make anything very complicated and just redirect this list of all pages to your homepage. But if you, for example, deprecating a large number of blog posts, I would suggest to redirect all these old posts to your primary new blog listing page. So how do we set all these redirects? We do it the same way I showed you earlier. As an option, if you have a huge list of pages, you can use this import URL redirect tool. And this is the way how you set URL redirect after you build your new HubSpot web project.
Once HubSpot project is done, sooner or later you might want to customize the project in one way or other. This could be just adding some minor styles or create a custom model. The problem is that most of my customers are not doing it correct way. They apply JavaScript and styles directly in a HubSpot portal settings, which affect all their pages across all domains and even different types of content like website and landing pages. And that makes their website only slower. So to avoid this, you have to use a child theme for the customization.
Right. We are in a HubSpot portal, and now let me show you how you do that. First, we need to go to the design manager. Here, let's find the child theme. Once we do that, in the list of the files, we need to find the child.css file. This is a file we have to use for any CSS customization. Let's open it. So, all custom CSS changes you want to apply for your project, you have to do it right here. This is the only right way to customize a project built with a child theme. And if we look at the list of child theme files, you might see a similar child.js file for JavaScript. This file we have to use for custom JavaScript. I hope I gave you some clarity on how to apply your custom changes with the child theme. Now let's talk about how to create a custom model with the child theme and how to customize a parent model with the child theme. To create a custom model, first we need to create a folder for the models. For this, we have to navigate to the file, and here we can create a folder. I will name it models, create, and here is the model folder we just created. Once we do that, let's open the folder, and then we can create a new model inside this folder. I will navigate to files again, and here we have to choose to create a new file. Now I have to select here that we want to create a new model. Once we do that, let's proceed to the next step. And here are all settings for a new model. I will name my new model preview model. And here we have the list where we're going to use this model. I will choose only website pages. And now we can create this model. Very well, and here's the model we just created. In this tutorial, I will not cover how to create a custom model, but you get the point on how to create a model with a child theme. Now let me quickly clarify how to customize all existing parent model with a child theme. For this, first we have to clone the parent theme model to our child theme. I will navigate to the parent theme. Once we're here, let's navigate to the model, and I will choose the accordion model for this example. I will clone this model. Now I have to select to which theme I want to clone it. I will choose our theme. Let's clone it. The model has been successfully cloned to our child theme. Now let's come back to the child theme and find this model there. And here's our just cloned accordion model. If we open the file, here we can apply our HTML changes, and we can add custom CSS styles or JavaScript to this specific model. So this is the way we customize a project with a child theme and not any other way.
Alright guys, we have reached the end of this tutorial. If you want to create a HubSpot website efficiently and quickly, You are now fully equipped with all tools and information you need to know. You just need to follow the same steps, methods and techniques I shared with you today. And I can guarantee you can create a fantastic HubSpot website with the confidence and predictability. Plus it will have loading speed with a score above 70 in a Google speed test, which Google will favor. All links and URL on how and where to find the Grow Big theme and the help you need are in the description below. If you have any question, leave them in the comment below or contact me directly. And I'm looking forward to you building your project with the Grow Big theme.